Speaking of sexy, Shadow, you ever thought about whether or not you'd want a prenup?
Wow, what a segue.
Should we measure our height? That's right. This is the mother flippin' episode.
69.
During Christmas?
Like,
Who is you f***ing Santa Claus? Hello, and welcome back to the 19th episode of the Sweet and Sour podcast. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Lily Pichu is very tired.
Why? Why did we start with that? I woke up at 6:30 a.m. So
she's had a long, busy, productive
very long,
day.
productive day, yes.
Girl bossing it up or what?
Kinda.
Kinda?
Yeah.
You gotta say it with more.
I'm gonna slap myself. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't bad. I kind of woke up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. That was a good one.
Do I get one?
Do you want to slap me? Should we slap?
Oh, I like that.
That's our new thing now. Not should we kiss?
I mean, we could do both. But
welcome to episode 19. How are your holidays? Wait, are we there yet?
I don't think it's holiday season, girl.
We're not holidaying.
There
No,
is
we're
so
after
much
now.
news to discuss. But first things first. Did you know I gave up my good side for you?
Really?
I did. This is my good side.
How is that possible when all sides are your good side?
We should tell.
Should we slap?
Oh.
Oh my
Anyways. So I just wanted you to know that, and I would do that for you any day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So today we have so many things to discuss, but let's start with the most topical news that we simply cannot ignore. Though this will be live a little bit delayed, but Lily, take it away.
Yeah, a few days ago, California had a very severe windstorm. Made only worse with the dry climate. So, a big fire broke out. The Palisades
Not
fire.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
There was
yes.
a lot. There's a lot. It made me download. There's an app called Watch Duty. It's a nonprofit app that lets you track.
Which is incredible. Whoever made that, kiss on the forehead, and also donation. You can donate on the app, which is great.
But it really felt like everything was just ablaze. And then
Yep.
it kept refreshing. And while it went from like 50 acres to 1,000 to now, as I'm talking, it's over 20,000
Oh my God, I thought it was 10,000.
acres, which is insane.
Yes.
And I know a lot of our friends had to evacuate, and I know a lot of people out there had to evacuate, and some have even lost their homes, which is really sad. I've been keeping
Many
track
people
with
have lost their homes.
the Los Angeles subreddit has like a big meta thread, and they have a little spreadsheet document if you guys are interested on how you can help. I've been keeping track how you can give donations or blah blah blah.
If you guys zoom out on the Watch Duty app, we're going to take a screenshot and insert it here. It is frightening. You see like literally 6+ fires all over the region. I think maybe a couple are now contained or, not ablaze anymore, but it just makes the whole region red.
It is frightening,
It really is.
and yeah.
Your experience has been one of the more frightening ones I've heard
I'm very
of, though.
lucky that nothing happened, because like we changed one of the rooms in this house to accommodate
Be the
the sweet
set.
and sour
So
set.
we're actually at Lily's every time we film.
Yeah.
Which I love.
We had to evacuate too. I wasn't actually sure we had to, because I was keeping an eye, but it didn't look like it was getting closer until it did.
Yep.
And then by then, like they always say, prepare go back, especially when you live in California, because the chances of like an earthquake hitting and
Are
you
very
just have to go,
high.
right?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about this, where it feels like when you're trying to take something in an event of an emergency, you really find out what you prioritize in life, And I learned many things about myself.
Aw, like what?
My dogs.
What's in your go bag,
My
Lily?
go bag has my dogs,
Uh-huh.
my passport.
Same. When I
just care
also
about-
made a go bag, I was like, what do I need after
My
my
dogs.
passport and
My
my
dogs.
dogs?
Or
My
your
dogs.
your cats.
My cats. My dogs.
So I prioritized my dog's heart medicine, my dog's food, everything about my dogs, and everything else was just passport, I guess.
I'm not kidding. I tried really hard to think about, okay, if I happen to have extra time, what would I bring? And the only thing I could think of was my PC, which is not easy to bring.
Well, you're supposed to have like extra water, a battery bank, flashlight, things like that.
Yeah.
Which I have too. But then immediately. It's just I just took my 2 dogs and we just left.
What about your umbrella?
Oh right, my umbrella. I don't know why.
Why your umbrella,
Okay, no,
girl?
because it was
it's
like-
a fire.
It's a last minute like thought, and I just got a backpack. Actually, the thing. Okay, this is a funny thing. I was actually packing a go bag before we had to evacuate,
Okay.
but then I fell asleep,
Oh my god.
and then I woke up, and then we had to go. Anyway, but in that bag, I had my umbrella. Why? I don't know. My iPad, hand sanitizer. I don't know, and a power bank, which
I mean, honestly,
external
that's kind of
battery.
like a travel bag, which is cute.
no,
Oh.
no.
Well, also, as we speak, or like right before we started filming, I found out basically it's like there's one really, really big fire, and there's like
Palisades.
a neighborhood, and then me. And I was always like, it's gonna be fine. There's so much space, so many streets, so many things. It'll be fine. It's getting contained. Surely, 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 surely. Literally right before this, I found out that the neighborhood between me and the fire is getting evacuated, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised by. So hopefully I don't have to evacuate, but it's really, really frightening to think about the amount of people who are probably very, very scared for their homes. Some people are probably scared for their lives. Like there have been some people who have been injured. Also yesterday, did you get the alert on your phone?
Yeah, they accidentally sent that.
Girl. Sorry, go ahead.
No. It was. I think that gave everyone heart attacks.
They sent an alert on your phone. Okay. And it said, be ready to evacuate. Prepare your things immediately because you, ladies and gentlemen, your region is gonna get evacuated. Okay. I am out and about. I was gonna go to a dermatology appointment. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking lie. So I'm like, oh shit. What's up with this? I text my friend who's in K-Town. I'm like, did you also get this? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, wait, so what region? Turns out they accidentally sent that text to just like all of LA.
If the fire ever got to K-Town, we are all doomed.
Yeah.
That we're just
It's
done.
got a long ways. That's all of LA, essentially.
But right now the fires are very scary. My heart goes out to everyone who have, like, there's a lot of people who've lost everything.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that pain.
And not just, like, it psychologically, it must also do something to you to lose literally everything you've ever had.
It's not even like the
Not even from a materialistic
no. It's like
point,
the
but
memories.
there are so many things that are invaluable or like you can't get again, whether it's your journals or photos you've taken, or like for you, you posted a photo of something that Michael made you that is really, really special to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And you're like, I wish I brought this. Things like that.
When I came back, I packed a better go bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put Michael's clock, Michael's jewelry box he made me,
Mm-hmm.
things that I really cherished, and I would be really sad about losing. Yeah.
One thing I did love is the spread of information online, specifically people saying, hey, if you're evacuating before you leave, film everything you own. Because
I heard about
that's,
that too.
yeah, that's enough evidence to show insurance companies, I actually had these things, so you must reimburse me for them.
So scary.
I know.
Did even like me evacuating, it was like so frightening because like stepping outside, I could smell smoke. It was heavy. And we were just in state of panic and stress trying to just make it out before traffic got really bad, you know? And it got really bad. People were gridlocked. in our area.
Really?
Yes.
Were you stuck?
No, we left immediately.
Okay.
We didn't even think. We were like, grab
That's
whatever.
good.
Let's
Yeah,
just
grab the
go.
pets and go.
Yeah, your life is more important.
Yeah, I agree. I was in downtown during that time, and my friend lives in like a high rise, and from their building, they were able to see the fire ignite, and also when it went down. They've seen like 3 fires this week just from their angle. It's crazy.
Oh no, Da Vinci's being really cute right now.
Yeah, he is.
dog.
He's being like a little baby.
He's just laying down in front of Poki. She's petting him right now, and he's being really good.
He's having a good
He's
time.
having a good day.
I also want to say shout out to the audio listeners. Sorry, I do so many movements.
Hey,
and
I got
things.
you guys.
She really does. Me, I don't got you guys.
You got
I'm
the-
shaking my head right now. I don't.
You got the video, people.
That's
though,
true.
And I
To the
got the
videos?
audio. I'm partial to the audio listeners. Because I just know some of them are like freaking. They're painting right now. They're doing chores. They're
Yep.
doing
They're
work.
multitasking.
Multitasking. They're
being
listening.
productive.
They're not looking.
And we love that for you. And I also love how well-rounded we are. Me, I'm here for the visuals. You're here for the audio listeners.
Hey, sweet and sour.
We round each other out.
Exactly what we're gonna do.
Beautiful. Should we?
Slap.
No, should we measure our height? That's right. I pulled the trigger and I said, this is the mother flippin' episode. Dan, get the tape.
Really?
Surprise.
That's so sudden. I didn't expect it.
It's a surprise.
Dude, why is he being so cute?
I know.
He's not usually this cute. She's
His
still
star
petting
qualities
him.
are coming out.
Oh my god. He's
I kind of figured it might be fun from an audience intermittent reward perspective to literally just,
Oh, he's scared. He's scared. He's scared.
oh, baby. Would you like to go first or me?
Oh, we're actually doing this. Do you want to do
Yep.
it now or at the end?
Let's do it now.
Okay. Don't show my toes, please.
Ooh, those juicy little suckers.
Oh man. Okay. I am standing up right now. Dan has the tape measure.
This thing sucks.
Okay, should I just like from behind?
Yeah, maybe
Yep.
from behind.
Okay. Well, good luck. He is measuring
It's giving 4'2".
measuring my height right now.
4'1".
He is still measuring my height right now. He's struggling with the tape measure.
It's saying like you're like 4 foot. Oh no, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah.
That's crazy, Dan.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Dan.
It wasn't-
I told y'all,
I think
4'2". Crazy.
You are. Wait, I want to see.
He's patting my head.
63 inches.
That's 5'3", right?
5'3"?
Yeah, 5'3".
Which is accurate. I'm 5'3.5".
5.25.
5.25.
Well, I mean, like that's not like super accurate. I would say I'm 5'3.5".
Yeah, maybe I'm not like.
He's not doing it right, guys. Okay, now Poki is standing up.
Hold on, let me go from the back.
Are you gonna pat her head too?
No, I
not?
trust her.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, you don't trust
Okay.
Lily? That's
she's 64 inches.
5'4".
So
Wait, wait, it's bending. No, you're 64. You're 64.
Yeah, that's about right.
No, I think I'm taller. Go again.
Sit down.
say that like they I
Oh wait, no, you're wrong. I'm wrong.
right?
No, I'm right.
She's still standing up.
Wait, this is moving. Wait, it's moving. It's moving. It's not walking.
They're trying really hard. The tape measure, the tape measure
It
is
keeps like
just
not locking.
bending and
Yeah.
stuff. The better way is to just stand in the wall and then mark the wall and then maybe measure the wall. Cyan is bringing out a tissue box to make
You're
sure.
64.5.
See, I told you.
So interesting.
5'4.5". Do you believe the half, or do you think I'm lying? Because your eyes are giving lying.
Do you want a medal?
Your eyes are giving
Do
lying.
you want a
bitch.
sticker?
Oh, are you jealous?
Excuse me?
That's what
A
your eyes
lying
were saying. That's not what
bitch?
I was saying.
No, it's
I was
just
translating your gaze.
you translated wrong.
And I know the gaze.
She is so wrong. What?
Okay, really?
Yes.
Oh, you believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you. It's like, okay, I don't even remember why
She
we wanted to
believes
do
women.
this. Like, I don't care anymore.
Oh.
Like, why is this so
Here's
important?
the thing. It has been so long, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm like, why are we doing this?
I think all in all, Lily and I are about an inch apart.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Maybe 5'3.5", 5'4.5", something
We're
like
an
that.
inch apart. I know you're taller than me for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was much taller than you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Wait, you...
My height perspective does not fucking exist. Genuinely, I can't tell if someone's 5'10" or 6'2".
You know that, God, there's a guy who goes around asking
Yes.
guys,
What's your height?
and all of them say 6, and he brings out the tape measure,
And he's like,
some
"Oh,
of
is
them
that
refuse.
right?"
But then
That's
some of them you do it, and it's like they're just 5'9" or 8, whatever. I mean, not that it matters, but it's just.
I do
funny.
think that's an interesting phenomenon. I don't think it matters what your height is. I think it matters if you're lying about your height.
I mean,
think that's a little silly,
I
Billy.
guess there are worse things to lie about.
Yes.
What?
You gotta use a thicker font next time. So Cyan just held up a phone saying, "Fix your bangs, Poki." I said, "Thank you very much." Your lips look so good.
Thanks.
They look very kissable, but that's besides the point. Anyways, so that was our height. We're gonna need to add in freaking drum roll, some kind of sound effects, a moment of celebration.
Next year? I
Yeah.
mean, not next year, sorry. Next episode. I
Okay.
want to hear that Ratatouille monologue.
Next episode.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're going to memorize it.
If you'd like for me to, I will.
Okay.
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 Next episode. We'll see
Okay.
you guys there.
Speaking of movies.
Episode 20, also, should we do something fun for 20? 20 is a fun number.
Really?
Yeah. It's so round. And 100 is so divisible by it.
Yeah, it's so sexy.
It
oh
is
my
something
god.
about 20 and like
20, so
2 being like an even number and then just a clean 0.
20.
20.
I like November 20.
Oh, yes. That too. Something about 20, like I would kiss that number.
Is 20 the sexiest number to you?
It's up there. Can you think of a sexier number?
I can think of a 6.
Okay, maybe 20 isn't the sexiest.
69.
Okay.
I thought that's where we were going. I'm sorry.
Bro, that shit flew right over my head. I'm
Oh,
genuinely trying to
man.
december what is the sexiest number
thought that was-
aesthetically.
That's a funny number, you know?
20 is not the sexiest number, but 20 is like the husband material number. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
20 would treat you.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, maybe I'm going kooky beans, but such is life.
Come here, Pinky.
Binky's being the cutest I've ever seen him be.
He looks like a skunk.
Okay, what's been on your mind this week? I watched Sonic 3 and it was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna.
Speaking of sexy, Shadow.
Yes.
Raw, next question. Also, voiced by Keanu Reeves, so that's who I'm really thinking about. Anyways.
Sonic 3 had no right being this good.
I know! It makes no sense.
No, it was so memey.
It was so
It did not take
funny.
itself seriously, which I think, helped it.
I agree, and I think it kind of reminded me of a YouTube animation in that way. Like, if you're sitting at home watching your favorite creator or some random animation and you're like, why did they do that? That's so silly. They're just doing the most random shit, but they did that on like a massive multi-million-dollar budget movie and you're watching it in theaters with your friends and the CGI is out of this world. You're like, what?
Do you remember when Sonic was first announced and it had
And
the
it was
wonky
fugly?
face?
Girl,
And then they
wonky?
all
Say what you
fixed it.
mean. Say what you and mean what you say. That
Wonky.
shit look crazy.
I thought it looked wonky. But I could see in a world where people thought that
Frightening.
would be
Nightmare fuel.
good.
I would like to go
Yeah.
home, Mom, pick me up. It looked cookie beans. To the visual listeners, we are putting up some visuals. To the audio listeners, love you so much. I hope you saw it. Google it if not. But the before and after is really impressive, no?
Insane. Didn't they like prolong the release because
Mm-hmm.
of the changes?
My favorite is when you look at the proportions.
The proportions?
Yeah, he looked freaky before.
Oh, I see. It was like too real.
The way his body looked was
Yeah, it was
not
a-
right.
Yeah. The main difference is they like made the head a lot bigger and they shrunk him a little bit to make it more cartoony.
And the eyes are bigger.
And the eyes
I
are
think that
bigger
makes
too,
a
which
huge
is like
difference.
it replicates his actual design quite well. Quite well.
And they made Shadow hot.
Hear me out? Is
Here's
that
the
your hear
thing.
me out?
I don't even think you need to hear out. You just watch and you're like, I get it. Because hear me out, I'm not going to lie. At some point, I got annoyed with that trend because people were saying hear me out about things that aren't a hear me out.
They just like
It's
to be
like,
expected.
hear me out, Beyonce. Bitch, it's Beyonce. Hear me out, Shadow. I wouldn't even say it's a hear me out. They know what they were doing.
What's that? What's the guy's name? Dr. Eggnog?
Oh, that's a hear me out. That's a hear me out, sweetie.
Wait, what is it?
Eggman.
Eggman. No,
Hear me out, the grandpa.
his grandfather.
What is wrong with us,
Y'all need to see the comments for that. Oh my god.
girl?
Dr. Eggman's
Guys,
grandfather.
This movie is so good. Even us talking about the grandpa and Dr. Eggman, they have the craziest Pause. Dance scene. Why do they have a dance scene for no fucking reason? That's what I mean. You're gonna go into this movie, whatever your expectations are, keep them at the door. It is so... I hate to use the word random because it makes me feel like a 13-year-old on Tumblr 10 years ago, but it's so random in the best of ways. I loved it.
I heard something really funny.
I loved it so much, by the way, I bought a Sonic shirt. Yeah. I'm a fan. And if there was a Shadow shirt, I would have bought it and took it off, you know what I'm saying? Anyways.
Like, Jim Carrey said he was retiring. And he came back for
When?
Sonic.
Oh, that's kind of dope. Out of all things, I wonder why. Also, why is he retiring? That's like when I was like, oh, maybe I'll retire, and then I came back from Marvel Rivals.
From streaming?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, Marvel Rivals has been just everyone's been playing it. I saw a sad screenshot the other day of Overwatch with like 5,000 viewers or less.
The
and then
Overwatch killer.
Marvel Rivals having over 100,000 on Twitch.
You know what's crazy? It's not even the viewers that's sad. It's the active players.
The active players?
Yeah. Like, it's impressive. You might see like 5K viewers on Twitch. Active players is only like 20.
It reminds me of what Overwatch was in the very beginning, where everyone's playing it, everyone's having fun. It's this new game. I mean, they're doing a great job, so we can only... time will tell.
Binky's looking so sad, Lily. What's wrong?
I don't know. Are you okay?
He was doing like
Is
this
he okay?
teary-eyed thing.
here.
I'm like, bro, are you acting?
Come here. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come on. He's so cute. Have you watched Squid Games?
Only like 3 or 4 episodes.
Have
Did you
watched?
finish it?
Yes. Well,
liked it?
no. I watched like half of season 2. It's okay. I have a toxic trait
Just okay.
where I look at the games and I'm like, I could survive that.
Everyone at home. Also,
Yeah.
I think that's part of the fun a little bit. Have you seen Beast Games?
Yeah, I've seen Beast a bit.
Wait, we watched a little bit together.
A little bit together. Remember when we eat food together?
I will say, I don't want to give my final thoughts yet, but based off the first, did we watch 2 or 3 episodes?
2, 3.
Unfortunately, the first 2 or 3 episodes are a little bit redundant in the eliminations.
There's a lot
because
Yeah.
it's a lot of people just being bribed to eliminate like their entire group of, let's say, 10 to 50 to 100 people. Like, oh, I'll give you 50K, but then all these people are eliminated. That's one version. And then another one is also just like a massive group of people, again, being punished for the mistake of one. And that, to me, that's not super enjoyable to watch. Also, it is freaking depressing to watch over and over and over and over again contestants, you know, being eliminated and going, I really needed this for my family. Like, Squid Games is one thing, you know, it's fiction. It was written. It's all good. Even if you get sad, however you feel, those aren't real people. Beast Games, bro. I really do feel for the contestants. Yeah. But I hear maybe the later episodes are better when it's less contestants, and so maybe the challenges are more complex. What are your thoughts, if you have any?
There were a lot of challenges where it's like, oh, one person must sacrifice themselves for everyone else to go on.
That too. Either they are bribed and like they go on with the money, or he just chooses a group of like even 3 people, and he'll be like, for every 3 people, one of you guys needs to leave. Actually, that was to me the craziest one. He asked people to group up into 3s of who they would want to live with. So like the people that you're closest to in the competition thus far. You know, they're like a couple days in, and some of these people know each other like prior to the competition. And after he has everybody group up for a sleepover, he goes, just kidding, every group of 3, you guys need to choose one to eliminate.
Yeah, so like a lot of challenges where you have to like eliminate
Bruh.
one, sacrifice yourself for the others. Should have been like me
Top
and
10
stolen
anime
$1,000 while you're at it.
Betrayals. Yeah. Bro, Lily
That was so funny. Oh my god.
Lily
can't
pulled
believe-
off a heist when
that
we
was
were in the Beast
so
Games.
funny. Not the
She was
Beast
the
Games.
smartest out of everybody.
One
Well,
of his videos where he trapped 50 YouTubers in a box, and the last
the
person.
creator Beast Games.
the last person to leave wins, and then he had all this cash lying around, so I just took 1,000 and left. I gave a bunch to Waffle House waitresses and donated the rest to Make-A-Wish.
I didn't know you donated it.
Yeah. And then
She's so fucking cute,
but
sweet,
it was
precious,
it was
angelic.
so funny because people actually came into my comment section and they were like, "You stole $1,000 from Mr. Beast. Give it back." And I'm like, nah.
He's gonna be okay.
He'll be okay, guys. Don't worry.
Make-A-Wish will make good use of it too.
It was funny.
Yeah.
There's so many YouTubers. So apparently you owe $1,000 to Ludwig?
Don't remind me, delete this, it never happened.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know our Ludwig episode? And how he was doing the climb to plat
Yeah.
and bro was like silver?
Mm-hmm.
Or like gold 4? Somehow he actually had this like crazy win streak and made it to plat in like 3 days.
That's incredible.
I know he did something behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I don't know who I'm glaring at, but it's someone.
Show your op.gg.
Someone did something. Okay. Anyways, I owe him $1,000. He said his Venmo is PussySlayer69.
Yeah,
Is that true?
I have a feeling it is. I've heard that before. You gonna Venmo 1,000 to Pussy Slayer 69?
What is my line?
69.
The sexiest number.
Sexiest number. I mean, Platts.
I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah, I think
If
he got
no one
better.
was behind the scenes pulling strings.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Like, you know, back in the days when we played League of Legends, or any competitive game for that matter, if, you know, any girl was like a high rank, automatically you got boosted,
Yeah.
you duoed, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had to try so hard to prove ourselves. But I'm like, why? Why do all that?
And it's also silly because our literal jobs is to live stream our gameplay. But all good. All good.
Yeah, I just remember like so many girls just having to try really hard to like prove themselves. Like, solo queue only account. I stream every single game, but they shouldn't have to do that.
The last year of my life has been me trying to rewrite that part of my brain. I don't need to prove myself.
You don't.
And it is not fun to go through life feeling the need to all the fucking time. And you don't want to attract that nasty ass energy. Like someone in your life making you feel like you need to prove yourself. It's just like,
But
ew,
like
go
that's-
home.
I feel like that's way more pervasive than you think. It's not just games, but I feel like we always have to prove ourselves that we can do something, or we're competent enough, or we're not too emotional, we're not unfunny. Like there's so many negative things like throughout the years that just stack up. I notice where it's like, oh, why am I constantly trying to like, who am I proving myself to? Like I'm confident in like what I can do. Like why do I have to prove myself to you? But there's just so many things. It's not just games.
It reminds me especially, I'm not going to lie, like in the earlier years of OTV, not OTV in particular, but during those days when it was just a lot of hanging out with other streamers and a lot of the streaming community kind of like growing and more eyeballs and all this stuff. And I feel like there was always so much being said about me that literally every time I met someone, I felt this gigantic pressure to prove myself.
That you're not like
I swear I'm not a bitch like that random comment said. And it's like, at some point it's actually exhausting. And you even veer away from making certain jokes or, you know,
censor yourself.
Yeah, in order to fit into this little box and be like, no, I swear I'm good. I swear I'm good. But someone who would actually be like fun and worth having in your life would be understanding of whatever joke you want to make or how you actually want to be, and they won't interpret your every move in the worst possible way.
I feel like that has, you know, whether you want it to or not, you know, it still affects you over the years.
Yeah, yuck.
It is yuck.
Girl, I'm leaving
Super
that shit in
yuck.
2024. 2025,
Poki fix bangs.
I'm being crazy
Left
and a
side.
bitch. Oh, you look so cute.
Should we slap?
I'm down.
Like,
Imagine just both of us.
aren't there like slapping competitions?
There are. Is
They-
that not insane?
They slap so hard. I think that would kill me.
Can you get a concussion from a slap? I feel like you could,
I
right?
feel like definitely it's a blow to your
What is
head.
the point of a slapping
I
competition?
mean, what is the point of anything? People do stuff.
Why don't we have kissing competitions?
I'm sure.
Asking the important questions.
If you Google kissing competition, There's a non-zero chance that exists. They're doing it
And
right
why
now.
don't we have kissing competitions on the podcast in
Kissing
particular?
challenge.
The
kissing-
the Islanders pucker up for a kissing competition. They only have them on Love Island. Should I go on Love Island?
Oh my god,
Are you crazy?
dude. I can actually see you
Wait,
on Love
really?
Island. That would be so funny. Poki.
Honestly, if Love Island, respectfully, didn't do so many raunchy challenges, like they're dry humping on that shit, I would go. I would do Love is Blind Habibi. Love is Blind, if you guys don't know of the show, it is hilarious because Netflix has monetized Discord e-dating, literally, okay? The premise of the show, Love is Blind, okay, you get 10 women, 10 guys, and they can interact with each other, but only in these little pods where they can't see one another, they can only hear one another. So they basically date 10 other people over the course of a week or two, and then, you know, just by talking and by not seeing this person, they have to choose a fiance, a husband, or a wife. They literally have to propose to someone just via essentially phone calls. So it's a pretty interesting show. And Love is Blind Habibi is specifically for Arabs. So I was like, come my line. Or don't. Or do.
I think it'd be really funny to see you in a reality TV show.
The thing is, I would only ever do something like that as a meme.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know, like I would have such a hard time taking it seriously. But imagine you go as a joke and then you actually fall in love. I guess that could happen too.
Maybe. My biggest fear with reality TV shows is that, you know, the producers,
They edit you bad.
they only want what's good for, like, viewers,
And
obviously.
if it's good to make you look like a
they'll
villain,
do it, probably.
respectfully.
I don't
It's
know.
been done to me, so it wouldn't be my first time. We're gonna be okay.
I'd be so sad, though. I'm like, that's not who I am. But
I
then you have,
know.
like, thousands and maybe millions if it reaches that far, thinking, like, you're this type of person. And I'm like, oof. What other topic do we... Oh, LOL.
Oh, do you want to talk about marriage and prenups?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, go, what's
Poki messaged me before this episode. She's like, yo, for today's sweet and sour episode, you want to talk about marriage and prenups? And I'm like, oh, who do you have in mind? What are you saying? Why? So random?
When he said, "Who do you have in mind?" I was like, "To marry? What the fuck do you mean?" Yeah. So for some reason, it's just been top of mind for me the last few days. I think I messaged you because it was after my therapy session. What I wanted to talk about was marriage pressure. As two girly pops,
Okay.
you know, for starters, what led me to thinking about this was, is it just me or does everybody feel like they should be 2 years younger? Like COVID, the pandemic really did something to my brain. Like when I think I'm 28, I'm like, am I? I mean, I am, but I feel like in terms of life experience, I'm missing at least 2 years. And I feel like I mustn't be the only one. Do you kind of?
Yeah, I've heard many people say similar because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like that was just like a missing year or two.
Crew thoughts?
Because I literally graduated right
Girl, you're 12. Skip. Next. Do you ever look at your age and you're like, I feel like we should knock down 2 from that because of the pandemic? Literally, I think we deserve government sanctioned -2 on our ID.
I'm 21.
What the hell, bro? No, you're not.
I feel like no matter how old you get, you're just kind of like figuring it out year by year. That's
Fair
what I
enough.
hear.
So, you know, when like your parents got married at 28 or whatever, had kids at 28, once
Yeah.
you're 28, like, what the me having a baby right now? I mean, I could see a world where, but I'm not about to.
Well, people are having kids later now. I think it's super normal now.
Right, but you still have that pressure. And that's what I've been pondering on.
Why
and
do you
trying
feel pressured?
to have you ever seen that Twitter meme that's like unshackling? I want to unshackle myself from the societal pressure of marriage. Period.
You don't have to marry, Poki. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
Okay, but imagine growing up your whole life being like marriage, 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 marriage. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
And also, I feel like especially as women, like it's kind of ingrained in us, our value, I don't agree. But a lot of people will tell you your value is in making a baby and, you know, managing a home and whatever the hell. But
Guess
the
my
thing
value
is,
is 0. I guess my value is 0.
you know, but the thing is like our lives are actually fucking dope. And I hate that I have these annoying thoughts every now and then. I'm like, what a waste of my goddamn time. I actually love my life. And I don't think, like, those thoughts and those pressures sometimes make me feel wrong for not being married or for not having kids at this age. But I don't think that that's a wrong thing whatsoever.
No, you're fighting against like things that you've been told all your life. Like my mind, I remember my mind was blown when I learned that, oh, I don't have to marry and I don't have to have kids. Fucking sweet.
I'm still trying to put that in my mind too.
You don't have to. It's your life. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah, and I'm trying to imagine, okay, and what if I didn't?
You don't have to.
Literally, I could live in an entire mansion filled with my girly pop friends for the rest of my life.
That sounds amazing.
Right?
That sounds awesome.
Okay, but why is it taking so much effort for my brain to really solidify that as a possibility of my future? And not just a possibility, but a viable one. That's what I think we need to normalize much, much, much more. Your life can look like so many different things, and none of them have to be like sad or bad. Okay, whatever path you choose can be lovely. And it sucks because I remember when I was much younger, I have some aunts who just wound up never marrying. And I remember I'd look at them and be like, "Aw, that's so sad." But why? It doesn't have to be. If they're living well and they're happy, so what about it? I also think, I don't know what it's like in your family or maybe in Korean culture, but in Middle Eastern culture, bro, you turn 22, everybody in the family's like, so TikTok, when you getting married, TikTok's getting banned. Besides the point, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, rip.
But I don't know if your family has ever felt like they've pressured you or anything like that.
My mom was like, "No, you don't gotta marry. We got Daniel to have
That's
kids and stuff."
Dope.
Dope, right, Dan? You heard that? Make some dope kids.
We already know.
For me,
When we went to Korea, dude,
what happened?
well, like, his aunts and stuff were like, so when you guys are gonna marry?
Aww.
They don't ask me that anymore.
And then it's like, okay, Daniel wasn't
That's a blessing, bro.
No, well, I'm like super like firm in what I want, and I'm like, I don't want kids. I just don't want them, and that's how it is.
And if you have them, I'll be here for you and them.
I could have
And if
them.
you don't, I
could
will
not
love you
have
for the
them.
rest of my
I
life
just don't
anyways,
want
so
it.
it doesn't
I just
matter.
don't want kids.
Loki, you already got two.
I got my dog sitting on my lap right now.
For
Little
me,
guy.
I was kind of in the clear until my freaking brother got engaged. Ugh. And now my parents are like, you're on the chopping block. I'm like, get that shit away from me. No, I'm not gonna lie, for a little bit, I was really like, oh, time to think more seriously about this. But now I'm like, again, my life is dope. We're literally so lucky, so privileged, and there is no reason to perceive that through sad blue tinted sunglasses or whatever, just because of other people's pressure.
RT. I do. I had this moment in Korea where I visited. There's like the first baby of our family, right? Our cousin had a kid. He's 40. Had baby. So fucking cute. This 1-year-old, 2-year-old. I don't know. She's barely like walking and stuff. Super shy. And they're like, "Do you want to hold her?" And I'm like, "Okay." I held her, and I'm like, "I get it." No, it's just like, it was really nice. She was so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and they look so like just a happy, loving couple taking care of this little baby together. And everyone in the family is doting on this kid because no one else in our family is having babies.
I see.
Right? It's like
Yep.
the first like
Yep.
baby. So everyone's so excited. And it just brought everyone together as well. I like
think-
that.
Yeah, I think it's actually great to then have even more appreciation for the couples and people that do decide to have children. And for me, it's like, I have always kind of envisioned husband, family, white picket fence, whatever, whatever. I think just getting to a point where you're like, yeah, maybe, and maybe not. And it doesn't have to be now, and it can be in the future, and it doesn't matter when it is. There's just no timeline pressure is so healthy, and I wish we could teach that a lot more to young women. And I think actually one of the things that really prompted this train of thought for me is there's this actress, I won't say the name just out of respect, but there's someone that I really look up to. I think she's so eloquent, so smart, so well-spoken, all of these incredible qualities. And she's maybe a year or two, something like that, older than me. And basically, she was speaking about relationships, and I felt like her perspective on what a healthy relationship looks like, again, so smart, so eloquent. I was really impressed, and I'm like, this person sounds like they would make an amazing partner. And it turns out that like a couple years ago, she had a pretty toxic relationship, had a child with this person. They divorced. He has said some really unsavory, weird ass things about her publicly. She's never done anything to him. And it makes me realize, like, I really don't think it's fair to judge anyone and be like, oh, you're a failure for not having kids at whatever age, because you can and you cannot. You can and it doesn't work out. You can and it works out. At any age whatsoever. It's just not a reflection of anyone. But it's still very hard to freaking erase years of brainwashing. Get it out. Anyways. So, that's what I'm thinking. You ever thought about whether or not you'd want a prenup?
Oh, wow. Wow, what a segue.
I mean, it's a pretty appropriate segue.
Prenup, I think it's
If you do get married.
good for both people to protect
Party.
both of yourselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure. I would sign a prenup.
I really also think we need to normalize talking about prenups, because prenup does not mean fuck you, you don't get any of my shit. Okay. Prenup just means we will divide our assets how we see fit, and we will agree upon that, as opposed to just defaulting to whatever the state thinks is appropriate. And I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Girl, part of me is like, oh, I have a fear. Like, imagine you fall in love with someone and they're like, I won't marry you unless there's no prenup. But then again, that would be such a red flag, no?
Yes.
Then you fall out of love, period. So cute. I was seeing someone once and they were like, I was like, what are your thoughts on a prenup? You know, leans in. And he goes, oh yeah, like we could totally do a prenup. And then in it, can you make it so that if anything ever happens, you can take everything I have? I was like,
okay.
oh, okay.
Smooth.
Yeah, very, very cute, very cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I think ultimately I am very excited for a future where we can define relationships and what your life can look like judgment-free and in whatever way we so choose. But sometimes I still feel like we're so far from it.
I feel
Especially
that.
when I look at Twitter.
When I read like things that have happened in the past, I think, oh my gosh, we've come a long way. Like I'm living in like a good time right now. And I think I am compared.
Better.
But then there's also
Sort of.
like so many things to work
There's
on.
so many people trying to take us back.
and other
Words.
parts of the world that are much, much, much worse.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. So then I think, oh, maybe one day we can look back and it'll be better then as well. As long as we make constant improvements, you know?
You know what's one take that pisses me off so much?
What?
That kind of relates to that. When people talk about, things were better back in the day because the divorce rate was lower. Bitch, the divorce rate was lower because people couldn't really fucking divorce, okay? There was such a stigma around divorce. Or maybe women were financially reliant on their partner.
I think a lot of women were dependent. They didn't have, like, how, wasn't it like super late that women could even open bank accounts and stuff?
Yes. Can we look up when
could
were women allowed
open
to literally
bank
have
accounts?
their own bank account?
Google it.
1974?
1974. Before that, women had to have a male cosigner to open a bank account or apply for
That
credit.
was just 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it is a beautiful and good thing that you can fall in love, get married, find out it's not right for you, and have the freedom to leave and continue to live your life and find other love and get married and whatever what have you.
Yeah, for whoever, really. That applies to everyone.
I love that Binky has been sat here the whole episode.
Something's
He
up
is
with him.
listening adamantly.
Are you okay? He's been like here. I don't know. Tammy's gone.
Tammy.
You mentioned earlier that TikTok is getting banned. By the time this comes out, will it have been banned already?
On the exact day.
Exact-
The day before.
Day before.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's
Do you think it's
nuts.
actually going to go through this time?
It seems pretty final, but who knows?
Should we place a bet? My bet is that it will go through, but it will be reversed. What would you like to bet?
Why are they banning TikTok?
So funny with him.
They're banning TikTok because TikTok refuses to sell the company to an American company. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe initially America was like, okay, as long as you guys put the data that you hold on servers in America, maybe. But then they just moved to, if you guys aren't owned by an American company, we will ban you. And TikTok was like, yeah, we're not doing that.
It's such a huge platform. That's
I
hard
also-
to believe.
I don't really like that as a precedent.
No, I don't
Right?
either. It's
That feels strange to me.
I use Insta so
Listen, if you are concerned about data that China is collecting about your citizens, I get it. But also, all companies are collecting our data, American or not.
didn't Apple recently get sued
I
because
think so.
turns out they were recording
Siri was listening to too much of our conversations. Yeah, and
everything.
I think they have to pay out millions.
Yes, and I think for each person that equaled up, someone's Siri went off.
Siri just said, okay, girl, is you listening? Siri, are you listening to us?
I respect your privacy.
She,
About Apple's approach to privacy at apple.com.
That's so funny. She said,
I
I respect your...
privacy. You can learn more about Apple's privacy at appleprivacy.com. That's
I mean, she must have been listening in order to respond. Think about it. That's right. So what do you think is going to happen with TikTok?
I'm so bad at predicting. Last time I predicted Kamala Harris was gonna win.
Oh, you know what? Don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I will say I learned that there's this other app called Lemon 8.
Lemonade?
Lemon, and then the number 8.
Lemon 8?
Lemon 8. And
Okay.
apparently it has some sort of affiliation with TikTok. So they're trying to push people to this new app. And if you go, you can get your TikTok. It's like a Pinterest and TikTok put together.
Oh.
And apparently if you go on this, you can get your TikTok username. And they might also transfer over your followers, which that
Oh,
would be kind of huge.
shoots.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I browse social media for too long,
Mm-hmm.
I find myself like mentally just getting
Dumber.
worse. No,
Yeah.
not even
Oh.
dumber, just worse mood. Everyone
Oh.
is outraged all the time and angry at something. And I'm like, oh, I need to shut off Twitter. I cannot keep browsing. Not good for my mental.
Oh, I feel you on that. And I have been spending a lot more time alone recently and trying to. I'm so used to having something on the TV, a YouTube video, TikToks. Like, I'm always listening to something. So I've been trying to spend time with no stimulation and also time alone or doing like basic chores without multitasking or stimulation. I'm just doing the dishes. I'm just cleaning my closet. What am I thinking about? The closet, you know? And I noticed that when I do go on social media now, I am much quicker to recognize when I'm consuming content that I don't like. Like, I'll be scrolling on TikTok. As soon as someone starts yelling at me or speaking, I'm like, I just log off. Whereas usually I'd be like, oh my God, what are they yelling about? Do I need to listen? And it's like, it's just not fun to be in that fight or flight state all the damn time. What the hell?
There's just so many things online that it's hard to. There's too much.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like curate what you like and what's good for you.
Click that not interested. Mute.
And I get what you
Unfollow.
I get what you're saying about multitasking, but I think like for example, when you're doing chores and I don't know, you're like listening to like a really nice podcast with like two girlies who are just yapping. Like I think that's fine, you know? Like I think that's fine.
I
But, like,
mean,
nothing
I
else.
would agree. And not just if you're doing chores, but if you're doing anything at all. Especially if the two girls were like really cute and one had pink hair and one had brown hair and they just love to yap to each other.
Yeah,
and
they just love
sometimes
yapping.
hypothetically spoke about kissing, but
And slapping now.
I feel like we should add a third to the mix. So it's like boom, boom, boom. Kiss,
Should we
slap.
kiss? Should we slap? Should
Should
we
we?
hug? Should we?
I was thinking hug, but hug doesn't vibe.
Let's vibe.
Should we vibe?
Should we vibe?
Wait, that's nice.
I like that. Should we vibe?
That's
Can
a
we change it?
worthwhile question.
I want. I'm saying that from now on. That's
Should
my
we
thing.
vibe?
Should we vibe?
And it's just like the answer is never going to be no. Like,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
And what does that mean? It depends on the context. And I like
Vibing
it's up
can
to
be
interpretation.
anything. Exactly.
Guys, should we vibe?
Should we vibe?
I also forgot to mention, I actually think you should say what you think is going to happen with TikTok, and then whoever is right or wrong, okay, whoever's wrong has to do a dare, and the most liked comment chooses the dare.
Oh my fuck. Okay.
Okay,
sure.
but it can't be obviously nothing crazy or illegal or nude.
We really have to put in the
Crazy, illegal, or nude off the table, but everything else, as long as
That's
it's good enough.
doable.
So I think it's gonna get banned, and I think it's gonna get reversed. What do you think's gonna happen?
Wait, that was my prediction though.
Well, fuck. I already took it, so.
Okay, well, I think it's going to get banned.
Mhm.
And stay banned, sure. I mean, what else can I do, right? You took the best prediction. Okay.
Should we maybe just both bet on that? And if we're wrong, we both do the bet.
No, I
Or we
want to be
both do the
separate.
dare. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So, yeah, you guys choose what will our punishment be, and whatever comment gets the most upvoted, that's the one we'll do. Period. I love your little arm sleeves, by the way.
I've been wearing arm sleeves
So
recently, not only because of the aesthetic, mostly
But they're
because of
warm.
the
Yeah.
aesthetic. But I just really like how it looks and like to keep your arms warm. Sometimes when you wear t-shirts, your arms are way too cold.
It's so cute.
Thank you, and I can do the slides on the piano easier.
Ooh. Ushi musical.
I've been trying to do, like you said, disconnecting, doing other stuff.
Yep, yep,
Like
yep,
my
yep,
Harpeggi that I said I was going to play after 10 episodes, which will
No one's
happen
counting.
next week.
Let's go.
I've been trying to practice a little bit. It's been fun. Drawing, just other skills in general that I
Nice.
think I'll do for the rest of my life.
Your hobbies are so cool.
You could do it with me.
Eh.
Okay. Fair.
Actually, if you were willing to teach me something, if you're willing to teach me how to draw, that would be dope.
The
But it's a big undertaking.
it is. I get asked a lot, right?
Yeah.
How do I learn how to draw?
Yeah.
Number one is like pick
You
up
must-
a pencil.
Respectfully, you must get really annoyed.
Well, it's like the same question.
I know.
over and
Lily's
over
so
again.
sweet. She's gonna say, no. It's the same question. I want to help everybody, but
Well, it's also
valid, right? But also imagine.
Well, there-
Imagine.
there's no one answer. Like you can't just get better at drawing.
Yeah.
I think actually you copy. You find something that you really like, what you want to learn how to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Copy the shit out of it. Trace it if you must. Like obvious, but don't like publish
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But trace it, copy it, reference it. Like keep copying until you get that style down, and then
And
you
get
can
that muscle memory.
make it to your own. It's literally just that.
Mm-hmm.
You're just copying constantly with references. That's what it is. And then eventually you like slowly like get your own style. Maybe you take some techniques from person A and person B, and then it becomes really fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I love art.
And she is very good at it.
It's okay. We asked for crazy holiday stories from some of you guys.
And you guys delivered.
Some, maybe. I don't know. I haven't read them yet. Sorry, let me pull it up. A few years ago, I invited two friends to my family's big Thanksgiving dinner since they had no plans. One is Chinese and the other Korean. Aside from them, it was all the kids from both my mom's side and stepfather's, which includes the kookiest bean, Mina. She is ex-military US and spent over a year in Japan as part of that service. She's in her mid-30s, has a kid, and lives in an area with plenty of diversity. She asked each of them, "What kind of Asian are you?" And they both answered. She then says, "I love Chinese food. My favorite is sushi."
Sorry.
More was said after, but I was so mortified and embarrassed that I blocked out her voice for the rest of the meal. I was dying inside the entire time and apologized to them after.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie, that's kind of funny.
It's kind of...
Because it's ignorant. They didn't know any better. I'd rather someone be like uninformed than racist.
Exactly. I used to think whenever Uber drivers ask me, "What Korea are you from?" No.
Girl, what?
Sorry.
What Korea are you from? The North or the South?
Yeah,
type
they're
of
like, are you
vibe?
from North Korea or South Korea? And I used to think like, oh, are they like making fun of me? Like, how could you not know? But then I learned I should be a little bit more like, there are people who genuinely do not know. So I answer. I'm like, oh, South Korea.
Girl, we gotta talk about that.
What? North Korea and South
Yes,
Korea?
we need to talk about North Korea.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I want to.
I know you guys are giggling. It's not a funny matter.
Well, it's because I went on like sometimes I have like very specific obsessions.
Lily is very
Fixation.
well informed on the topic.
So I just started watching documentaries about North Korea.
She taught me a lot.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
shit's nuts.
We'll save it for the next episode. It's fascinating.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, that's a
title.
low key. I was gonna say that too. I'm like, we really should just take one of your fixations, talk about it on the podcast.
Oh,
Blah blah blah. And North Korea.
Yeah,
It's like,
Balatro and North Korea.
yeah. So it can be like random and fun like that. Also, guys, I love when you say kooky beans.
I know a lot of people are saying kooky beans. It's really cute. You know, a lot of our viewers,
Our little kooky beans.
you taste buds / nuggets. I don't know. Like I know we
What?
decided on taste buds, but I just keep wanting to call them my little nuggies.
Aww. I think my little nuggies, my little kooky beans, my
know,
little
we'll
taste
just-
buds.
Whatever, man.
It's
Whatever.
all cute.
All of it's really cute.
Yeah.
Little nugget. You little nugget. What kind of nugget are you?
What do you have to say to people?
Pinky looks terrified, Poki. Oh, she's holding him up to the mic, and he's just like whale eyes and like.
To be fair, he always looks terrified.
Anyway, number 3. You can read number 3. Oh, you can read it from there.
Yeah. I had to go home to my parents for 4 weeks because I needed surgery before Christmas. My boyfriend of 4 months didn't want to come with me. He said it's too early to spend the holidays with my family, and I respected it. He went to his friends instead. My surgery went well, but the recovery was very painful, and I was in a very bad mental space because of it. After Christmas, we played some games online with my boyfriend, but something was bothering him. He became a bit distant. He didn't want to tell me, so I wanted to give him space, but he kept saying how bad he felt. After some back and forth, he admitted that he cheated on me during Christmas. During Christmas?
Yeah, at least do it like.
Who is you fucking Santa Claus like? Sorry. I knew he hooked
He went
up
for the ho ho ho.
Oh, but I like that.
Go on.
What?
Oh, no, go on.
Oh, I thought you said, hold on. I knew he hooked up a year ago with his friend's sister. That's also weird. The sister? But before going there, he said I shouldn't worry about her, so I trusted him. Anyways, he cheated on me with the other sister? That's a fetish. That's gotta be. My whole world collapsed. I couldn't believe it, and I still can't. But listening to you guys helps me to have a more positive outlook on this next year and to prioritize focusing on myself and my friends.
Yes.
Girl,
you
that
do
bro was a
you.
loser. Sorry.
Prioritize on yourself and your friends who care about you and love you and want the best for you, and you're gonna be okay.
Also, you dodged a bullet. Like, the fuck? It's actually a blessing in disguise.
Honestly, he gave you a gift. He
It's a-
showed himself out.
Santa gave you an extra gift. He said, your boyfriend sucks. That's crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Cheating, terrible, duh. You should... How do I explain this? You should feel better moving on from him, knowing that he slept with not one of his friend's sisters, but both of them. 2 of the sisters? Because you just know that guy is cookie beans in the head. You know he a little messed up. It's not a you problem, God bless. You will find someone better. Or
RT.
don't find anyone else at all, and that's still better.
Good day from down under. I remember Poki's hometown drama episode was a lot of fun and wanted to chuck mine in. The year was 2018. Poki had won the Shorty Awards Twitch Streamer of the Year, and Lily would finish the LOL season in Gold 1. That's a crazy thing to put in. I was... Wow. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Rewind.
Reverse it.
Reverse it. 2018, I was Gold 1? Wow. 2018 was 6 years ago. 5 years? 7? Don't think about it. I was
Doesn't
living in the
matter.
bush capital of Australia, Canberra. I was a student living in a little shoebox apartment at my university campus. I was a
University
student
campus.
living in a little shoebox apartment at my university campus. It was a Tuesday Arvo. Arvo?
What's an Arvo?
What's an Arvo? Oh my god.
Guys, Arvo is
What?
Australian slang for afternoon.
Really?
Literally how? Y'all missing half the word.
The sun was setting and I was in my room.
It
with
was a Why
Sorry.
do you have a British accent?
I was trying to do an Australian accent. I'm sorry. I'm really
I
bad.
can't. Why am I trying? Tuesday
I
Arvo.
might.
Sounds like a kind of car.
Sun was setting. I was in
That
my
is
room
cute though.
with my non-platonic roommate after class. We hear a massive boom followed by alarms from the opposite apartment block. The evacuation alarm rings in my apartment complex as well as the other apartment complex. So we're both quickly getting dressed and checking shoes on so we can get out. There's a lot of commotion as people are leaving their rooms. The fire evacuation point is just outside the buildings across the road where a big mob of eastern grey kangaroos live. They are pretty chill except for a couple jacks who can be a bit territorial as mating season is all year round. So after the fireys, ambos, and cops come, someone is pulled out on a stretcher and chucked in the back of the ambo. Are these all...
Arvo and Ambo?
Dude!
The ambulance, okay. Later we all learned what happened.
Old mate who got carted out on the stretcher had a homemade drug lab set up in his apartment and he blew it up making MDMA. It was in the local news. It gave our uni Facebook page heaps of materials for memes. Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
Wow. Blew up is crazy. Do you
Blew up
need to
making
blow up a lab to make
MDMA?
some M?
I don't know. You want to try... No, I'm just joking.
Girl, just go on like the dark web.
The dark...
Making it is crazy.
Making MDMA? Wow.
I've included a news report at the event.
Wait. I'm clicking it.
Oh, pull that shit
Can you
up.
click it? University of Canberra room used as a secret drug lab.
That's kind
Police
of dope. 19? Hustler.
You know my favorite thing about this story? Drop my phone. Is his usage of words that we don't use.
Arvo,
Ambo,
Ambo.
fiery.
The
Fireys.
Fireys. Oh, maybe those like the firemen?
Yeah, but it's not something that we use. So
Not
it's
at all.
very cute. I can hear your voice through it.
Yeah, it is very cute. I saw this.
Wait, there's a. I enjoy how the background progresses each episode. So for audio only listeners, my side
Lily's
of the
clearly
room-
the child that is loved, and I'm the child that is
No.
not.
Next episode, we're gonna work on Poki's side, but like we like the sense of progression too. Like each
It's
episode,
okay, I'll just be broody
you
until
guys
then.
see things that are new and stuff.
I don't even care.
I'm
I don't
working
I
on-
don't want my side decorated actually.
I'm actually working on a new logo too, so hopefully.
Oh my
by-
god, yes, we're trying to do a rebrand. Don't tell anyone. I'm so excited.
DDA.
We're going to be working on it actually right after this in a meeting too. Oh yeah, there was a lovely message on our subreddit by Cosmic Nugget. Oh, cute.
Cosmic Nugget.
A message from an audio-only listener. Dear Poki and Lily, I'm a frequent audio-only listener. I usually listen while traveling from place to place or during long drives or flights. And usually don't watch the videos and I have a few comments. As an audio-only listener, I'd like to say that there are definitely some improvements that could be made. Many times, I don't get what's going on. Many times, we don't even know what the fuck's going on. Anyways, however, thank you, Lily, for always saying, by the way, for the audio-only listeners. That always makes me happy.
I'm telling you.
It makes me happy, too. It's so inclusive and cute of you.
I'm telling you, Poki's like the visual person. I care less about the visual. Sometimes I'm slumped up. I'm not even looking at the camera, but I like the audio. It's because I always like to imagine what are people doing listening to us right now. Like you guys
I
must be
also
doing,
usually multitask when I'm
yeah,
listening to
you guys must be
podcasts.
doing so many things. Like, are you driving somewhere? Are you working out? Are you studying? Are you?
Actually, maybe a good question for you guys is, even if you're watching on YouTube, are you not always actively watching? In which case, is it helpful for us to be like, hey, we're putting this thing up on the screen right now?
People?
Oh, wait, or we actually added a sound
effect,
for-
yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I think that would
We
help a
added a
lot.
sound effect every time we have
Yes,
visual
a
pop-ups
visual.
on the video. I think that's so
I think
helpful.
that's very smart. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, no, this hate-ness energy you got in your spirit right now. So true. And you guys should ingrain that sentence into your brain and just have it be like on hand, a reflex. Because we really shouldn't be soaking up that hating-ass energy. It's nasty.
Not everyone's gonna like you anyway. Like I acknowledge.
Okay, but take your hater-ass energy elsewhere. I don't need to see it.
Even our podcast.
How can you not like the podcast? Where the fuck?
I read some stuff.
Okay, those people fucking suck.
I'm not making any resolutions. I think it's time for the years to be better, not me.
Oh, I agree with that.
I like that one. Oh yeah,
I saw this
this
one
Funko
too.
Pop post. There's someone who posted a Funko Pop
That's
of
you.
a Gauther from Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know who this is.
That's you.
It does look like.
You should sue. Do you need a lawyer?
No, I'm good.
I'll be the lawyer.
Oh my gosh, she's literally a
she's
short,
so
pink-haired
cute.
girl with glasses. I mean, sorry, that's a guy.
That's
My bad. A very cute-looking guy then.
Oh. I kind of like that, actually. Oh my god.
That's a guy.
If Lily Pichu was a guy?
Oh, so now this is like fan art.
Fan art.
Cute.
Oh, it's two chibis of us.
I like that my eyes are so happy and yours are not.
I think like canonically, your eyes are like bright and bubbly and star filled, and mine's like the like sleepy eyes, like the like that kind of
so
thing.
cute.
Yeah, that's how I draw us too, with
love
eye
it.
bags. Aww.
Thank you for sketching us, you lovely folks
Little
at home.
sketch of us. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
We want to showcase more fan art, more stuff from the subreddit, more everything.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cute.
I love this one because that looks
Happy-
exactly like our thumbnail.
Happy New Year's.
Holy.
Sketch, super cute.
Sorry if the drawing is a little scuffed. I would literally draw stick figures, so that's beautiful. I love it. It really captures us.
Oh my god, so
Whoa,
cute.
this one's so good too.
Wow, they even got my shirt accurate.
I
Whoa.
love this person's style.
Very cool.
Whoa.
And then she made another one.
What?
It's
Oh
Our
my
fits.
god, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
I like our fits here because I'm all pink and colorful and you're like darker.
Dark-
Like it's
yeah,
so cute.
I love
The
it.
contrast is amazing.
This makes me so happy.
I love
I
it.
love it.
Whenever I get fan art of us, it makes my heart go doki doki. And
I
that's
would like to
badum,
see
badum
more.
for those English. Sorry, translator's note.
Doki doki
Doki
doki.
Badum, badum, but doki
So
doki
cute.
sounds cuter to me
Much cuter.
than badum badum. Right, that's the English version of heart thumping. You think?
Yes,
Right?
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Any last minute thoughts, questions, concerns?
Thank you for listening, as always, and being understanding of our kookiness.
I think we should be more unhinged next time. I feel the unhingedness building up in my soul. I
You
need to
could
let
be
it out.
unhinged, but then I have to play the straight man to balance it out.
I'm not gonna lie. I think sometimes when you're really sweet, it makes me want to be sour. So I just want you guys to know, don't take anything I say seriously.
Okay, maybe
Because
one day.
I'm just playing up the dynamic, you know what I mean? I don't actually mean what I'm saying. That would be crazy.
And if I'm like really unhinged one episode, she'll be the calm
I'll be so
one,
sweet, so kind.
so demure.
I can see both sides, I swear.
Oh my god, you gotta shut the fuck up.
I love it! Lily, your sayings are the fucking best!
Makes fun of me.
Okay, but it's a gift to be able to see both
I can
sides.
see both sides, Pichu.
Me? I can see who the fuck was wrong, bitch.
That's so funny.
I love it.
No, yeah, okay, wow.
We're gonna go pig out and talk about the podcast for another 2 hours because we really, really want to make it the best ever in 2025. We have many plans. We have many hopes, dreams, and aspirations. And I want you guys to know, especially if you've listened all the way to the damn end, 1, you're a real one. 2, we really, really appreciate your guys' support. We hope to make you proud. We hope to come out with shit that you like. And if you're a hating ass bitch, we hope to come out with shit that you hate. I want you to hate us so much.
Yeah.
Take it away.
No, yeah, thank you for the nice red. I was gonna be like, yeah, thanks for the cute little Reddit messages. Feel free to leave like YouTube comments. We read a lot of them. Anything, suggestions, feedback, what
We
your
read
thoughts
all of them.
are. It really helps us too, like gauge like what people are thinking. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. See you in the next one.
Bye.